And that's the last place that you want to be.
But I'm back, and it's good to be back. I've missed being here, and it's good to be with you again. Yeah. And we begin today with FirstEnergy. This is a massive story. They have agreed to pay a settlement that is said to be $230 million. This is a fine for bribing Ohio officials. It is the largest corruption scheme in state history. Brandon Simmons has been on this story really since it first broke, and he's been following it closely all day today. He joins us now live from the newsroom with the very latest. Brandon, many believe this is a record-setting fine.
Yeah, this is a very big number, not something we would usually see. And this is the announcement that I believe a lot of people really have been waiting for. We've long known that FirstEnergy was the company that funded the bribery scheme to pass House Bill 6, and now we know the penalty that the company will face. The company today was charged with one count of conspiracy to commit honest services fraud, essentially defrauding the public through kickbacks and briberies. And at the same time they were charged, prosecutors announced an agreement was already in place where FirstEnergy will pay $230 million to be split amongst federal and state government. Now, the company must also make some organizational changes and continue to assist the government in its ongoing investigation of the entire bribery scheme. Now, some lawmakers say that the monetary amount is still not enough, but prosecutors say it's no slap on the wrist either.
Trying to come up with a number that stings, okay, but doesn't annihilate. It's not to be a slap on the wrist, but also not enough that's going to drive them, drive them out of business and drive innocent employees, force them to start looking for new jobs.
Now, remember, this whole investigation started last year with the indictment of then Speaker of the House Larry Householder and 4 of his associates who allegedly accepted that money from FirstEnergy through those dark money groups. Now, this agreement FirstEnergy reached with prosecutors is contingent on them following through with making those payments and meeting certain requirements over the next 3 years. And if they don't, those penalties, Jay, could be even worse.
Incredible. Brandon Simmons live on What's New this afternoon. Brandon, thanks.
Sure.
Betsy?
Now on your feet at 5, we have an update on a story we've been telling you about all week. Police say they have found the man who ran down a mom walking her dog and then drove away. Our Monica Robbins joins us live from Ashland County where it happened with more on the suspect, how he was caught, and what's next for this family. Hi, Monica.
Hey, Betsy. Yeah, just after 9 o'clock Tuesday night, 40-year-old Jennifer Lynn Borman was walking along Township Road 1031 outside of Nova with her dog, her daughter, and her daughter's young friend, who was a distant cousin, actually. And on the 911 call, the girls said a pickup truck sped toward them and hit Borman head-on, killing her and the dog, then sped off. The girls ran to a nearby neighbor's house who called for help. Ohio State Highway Patrol asked the public for help, showing a picture of the broken headlight. And 24 hours later, a tip call led them to the Ashland residence of Christopher McAndrew, who was arrested without incident and charged with leaving the scene of a crash, hit, skip, and aggravated vehicular homicide. OSP shared a picture of McAndrew's silver 2003 Chevy Silverado with the broken headlight. And troopers acknowledge without the public's help, it may have taken much longer to get a suspect into custody.
This is a prime example of what, community looks like. When we do what we do and other first responders and our partners are trying to, handle an incident and everyone comes together when we ask for help, we're able to, give this family the beginning steps of, closure.
McAndrew, though, is no stranger to the law. His record goes back to 2012, includes several underage drinking charges as well as 2 OVIs. He was also just released from prison in December after serving 3 years for unlawful sexual conduct with a minor from 2015 and domestic violence in 2017. And McAndrew is currently being held here at the Ashland County Jail, awaiting for a court appearance to be scheduled. Police say the 2 girls, who were also transported to the hospitals, are doing okay physically, but Betsy, they're going through a lot mentally. And a GoFundMe page was set up to help cover those funeral expenses. They've already raised over $8,000. They were only asking for $1,000. Borman was a single mom, and she leaves behind 2 young daughters.
It is just tragic. It shakes you to your core when you hear the details of this story. And certainly thank you to that person who called in and gave that tip and broke the case. Monica, thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, turning now to the coronavirus, a new federal report shows the life expectancy in the United States fell last year by an average of a year and a half. That is stunning. Of course, it's largely due to the pandemic. Now, with the Delta variant continuing to spread, new data shows 97% of the people in hospitals who have COVID are not vaccinated.
Not being vaccinated is just like driving on a red light. You put yourself at risk, but other people around you at risk.
The CDC reports that 1 in 4 healthcare workers across the nation are still unvaccinated. Kids under 12 are also now at higher risk of getting the virus since they're still not eligible to take the vaccine. Several tourism hotspots are also reinstating mask mandates. This is beginning today in Clark County, Nevada. All city workers there must wear masks while indoors, even if they've been vaccinated. Also, Louisiana's New Orleans new mask advisory asks everyone to wear a mask when indoors when they're not with members of their immediate family. Well, the Olympics are finally here. We're now just hours away from the opening ceremony. Tokyo is 13 hours ahead of us, remember? So as night falls there, the ceremonies will begin.
Yeah, it's already tomorrow.
It is tomorrow.
They're going to get going. And that means that soon, as Jay said, the opening ceremony is going to begin, as some competitions are already underway. NBC's Liz McLaughlin has the latest from Tokyo, as hundreds of athletes plan to experience their sport without spectators.
Team USA is already in the swing of Olympic competition. Openers underway ahead of the official start of the Tokyo Games, Friday's opening ceremony, set to be a show for empty chairs. Something women's basketball star and U.S. flag bearer Sue Bird is taking in stride.
The fact that we just get to lead everybody into the stadium, hopefully we have some fun with it, and it's going to be a memory for a lifetime.
With NBC airing this ceremony in 4K for the first time.
This is the Broadcast Operations Center, where video feeds in from all of the Olympic venues and then is fed to the U.S. All in all, NBC will have more than 7,000 hours of coverage.
Broadcasting that will include athletes' families sharing the Olympic experience remotely.
They'll be in a big room together cheering for their kids, and we will have cameras there to show that.
Athletes now preparing for competition under pandemic protocols as coronavirus cases grow among Olympic visitors, including American beach volleyball player Taylor Crabb.
It's COVID, so I guess you never know, but I feel safe here in the village.
Where 11,000 athletes are hoping a positive test won't sideline their Olympic dreams. Liz McLaughlin, NBC News.
Thanks so much, Liz. Well, don't forget, we'll have coverage live of the opening ceremony tomorrow. You can tune in at 7 in the morning to see the live run of it during the Today Show right after go. And then, of course, the replay tomorrow evening at 7:30 in prime time.
Finally here. We've waited so long. Well, the Christmas spirit is taking over Cleveland this week. From Ohio City to Progressive Field and beyond, Northeast Ohio is getting festive with our traditional Christmas in July celebration as Great Lakes Brewing Company tapped its Christmas ale earlier today. Everyone knows that is a very big deal here. If you're heading to Progressive Field later tonight, you can get the popular drink during the Indians-Rays game. If you can't make it there, pints of the ale are available at some Great Lakes draft locations right now.
It's all about the rim. Well, another reason to pour one out. Concerts are coming back, and Live Nation is laying out quite a deal. Return to Live is bringing the Jonas Brothers, Alanis Morissette, Triple Red, and a ton of other singers at a variety of venues across the country, including Jacobs Pavilion and Blossom Music Center. Pre-sale begins Tuesday. The general public sale starts Wednesday at noon. And the all-in tickets, that would be all inclusive of fee and taxes, that start at $20. That's a
pretty good deal, really.
Yeah, and it's like 1,000 different shows. So obviously each show is $20, but it's just really a cheap way to get into a good show.
Yeah, it is. I've missed live music. I've been to live sporting events since the pandemic sort of tamped down a little bit, but the live music, I haven't been to a live show. I won't until August. I'm looking forward to it, though.
Yeah, outdoor amphitheaters, it's like game on, let's go.
Yeah, very good. Well, happy birthday, Cleveland. Straight ahead, our very own Mike Polk gives us a couple of reasons why we should all celebrate our beautiful city.
Plus, from the heights into the sky, what the new Batgirl is saying about the recent announcement by DC Comics and Warner Brothers. That's coming up in Pop Break.
And our first hello of the show to our good friend Matt Wintz. Matt, for my money, it doesn't get much better than today. It was very nice.
It doesn't. It's a great afternoon to be Batgirl, flying around the skies of Cleveland because we've got very nice visibility still. Some of that haze that we've been talking about starting to work back in. But temperature's going to be comfortable this evening for your outdoor dining forecast. It will fall back into the 60s. Might even need a light jacket by the time it's all said and done. Another comfortably cool night out ahead of us. We ramp up the humidity and storm chances as we head into the weekend. I've got your forecast coming up.
We welcome you back to this Thursday afternoon of What's New with a live look from our skyline this afternoon. We'd like to wish our wonderful city of Cleveland a very happy birthday. The city founded Betsy Kling 225 years ago today. That's even before I was born. I mean, it's been a long time, but that's how long that goes back.
It's such a great history that we have too.
We really do. Very winding road, quite a crazy city that we live in. For my money, the best city in the United States.
Yeah, well, there is so much that has been going on and changing over the decades. So we decided to have our Mike Polk Jr. tell us why we should celebrate all things Cleveland with a little history lesson, thanks to the man who founded our great city.
It was 225 years ago today that Moses Cleveland landed at the mouth of the Cuyahoga and decided that this place would be the perfect spot for the capital. And today we celebrate! Young men, happy Cleveland Day. Happy Cleveland Day.
Cleveland fans.
Moses did not linger here. After founding the city, he returned to Connecticut, never to come back to Cleveland again. He left in October, which means, ironically, he himself never got to experience one of our infamous Cleveland winters. What a jerk. Happy Cleveland Day to you, young lady.
Cleveland Facts.
The Moses Cleveland statue here in Public Square was erected in 1888 at the cost of $4,378. In today's money, that's about $125K. And in case you were ever wondering what the general's holding, those are surveyor's tools. That's a Jacob's staff in his right hand and a compass in his left. Happy Cleveland Day!
Cleveland Facts.
Get this, did a little digging, and Moses Cleveland's mother's awesome old-timey maiden name really was Thankful Payne. That means the mother of our city is Thankful Payne. And that rules. Happy Cleveland Day to you, ma'am.
Happy Cleveland Day to you, sir.
Cleveland Facts.
Moses was feeling a little braggadocious later in life and was quoted as saying, "While I was in New Connecticut, I laid out a town on the bank of Lake Erie, which was called by my name. And I believe the child is now born that may live to see that place as large as Old Wyndham." A bold statement to be sure back in the day, because at that time, Old Wyndham was a real hot spot. As of the last census, Old Wyndham has about 25,000 people living there. So we are dominating Old Wyndham and far exceeding our founders' expectations. To be fair, Old Wyndham does have a Ruby Tuesday, so it's not like there's no nightlife. You're nailing it, Cleveland. Happy Cleveland Day to all of you.
My favorite thing about Moses Cleveland is the fact that his name was actually spelled C-L-E-A, and that the newspaper shortened it because it wouldn't fit in the headline. So they just botched his name, and now it's forever misspelled.
I just like that his surveyor's tools are like huge. That's the biggest compass ever.
Well, when you're surveying a city like Cleveland, you need some awesome surveying tools.
That's how we roll.
And he clearly was the man for the job.
Well, coming up in the next half hour, Mike has a live surprise in store for all of us. He's going to connect with his Cleveland roots, whatever that may mean.
Live.
Stay tuned for the live action moment you won't want to miss. He's going to take us back in time.
I feel like we could have a moment there.
I'm a little bit terrified. I'm just glad that he's getting more use out of his, Revolutionary War Days costume that he purchased on Amazon.
My favorite part about his piece was when he came up to the elderly woman there who had matching white hair.
She curtsied to him.
And she curtsied back. She was probably like, I don't know what's going on right now, but there's this weirdo with these crazy clothes in front of me, so I'm just going to do as he says. And he did.
He's in his element out there. Matt, I know Jay is back, so he's got a weather word for you.
I do, birthday.
Oh,
that's easy peasy.
Yeah, we got that.
I know you've got that.
Yeah, no idea how I'm going to fit that in mentally, but we'll figure that out for sure. I can't wait to see Mike Polk's piece coming up. That'll be great. But I'll tell you what, beautiful day for the birthday of Cleveland, beautiful day for anything you've got going on. It was kind of cool this morning, especially by mid to late July standards. These were some of the morning lows waking up across Northeast Ohio. 51 Wayne County Airport, low 50s for many of us. Hopkins got down to 55 degrees this morning. And doing a little digging, as I like to do on terms of the numbers, 55 degrees or cooler in the month of July. We've had 3 days at 55 degrees waking up so far this year. The last 5 Julys, nada. So this is kind of rare territory over where we've been. Average temperature waking up in the month of September, late month, 55 degrees. So it felt more like late September around here. My TV's off over here, so I can't see what I'm looking at. So we'll go back over to this side again. 70s across Northeast Ohio this afternoon and evening. It's going to be beautiful. We've got the low dew point air still with us. It is going to remain comfortable tonight. Tomorrow, comfortable as well as we continue to usher in that Canadian air all the way down to areas of North Carolina, enjoying some lower humidity. Just off towards our west, we've got humidity. We've got a warm front as well. And we've also got heat. That heat has really built across areas of the Plain States. The monsoon season continues to produce lots of much needed rain for them. But the flow around that keeps our flow out of the northwest. So that will mean our eyes turn to the northwest. So look at our next weather pattern. And you can see we've got clouds, even some showers coming in from areas of Michigan. This isn't very well organized. This will come in tomorrow. We'll see some clouds around, perhaps some lingering showers. But overall, we're not dealing with anything widespread tomorrow other than some scattered showers. Here we go as we go hour by hour with your National Design Mart forecast. High clouds spraying through Northeast Ohio tonight, back into the 50s again. Tomorrow, if it's your birthday, you've got more nice weather expected. expected. We'll be in the 70s. It works. 70s, and you can see some sunshine mixing with the clouds. Again, stray shower can't be ruled out. That will make our way towards Saturday, where we start to increase those rainfall chances later in the day. Low humidity tomorrow. Low humidity as we get into your Saturday, and then it starts to get a little tropical around here next week. And once you know it, that's when we bring back that summertime pattern. Union Home Mortgage 7-day forecast, 80 tomorrow. We'll do 86. Pretty hot day on Saturday. Most of the day dry. It's very late in the day that we have a storm chance. That lingers into Sunday. And then next week, hot and sunny on Monday and Tuesday with more storms returning Wednesday, Thursday. But overall, yeah, summer's not done. 55 degrees. Don't let that fool you this morning.
I like the dainty little bell when you hit the weather word of the day. It was very kind of sweet.
The dogs like it. The viewers' dogs like it. So we're good.
We'll check in with you again coming up in the next half hour. Well, next for us here on What's New, she spilled the beans. The major announcement from Anna Faris, she totally flopped on.
Then puppy meet lion.
Oh.
This is absolutely adorable. It's great interaction. We'll show you the whole thing. It's our worth the watch, and it is. It's coming up.
Oh. The back of my head. I was the cutoff man. It's time now for your pop break. Who is portraying Batgirl in an upcoming film? P. Diddy has new music coming out and another celeb off the market. Here's Kira Cotton with all the details.
From In the Heights to In the Sky, Leslie Grace is your new Batgirl. Grace, who made her acting debut this summer as Nina in In the Heights, celebrated the news on Twitter saying, "Beyond excited to embody Barbara Gordon, your Batgirl. Thank you, DC, for welcoming me to the family. I'm ready to give her all I've got." Batgirl is being produced by Warner Brothers for HBO Max, and there's no word yet on when production is set to begin. Brother Love is back with a new album. Diddy took to Instagram yesterday to announce that Off the Grid Volume 1 would be releasing September 24th. He captioned the post, "Welcome to the Love Era." This will be Diddy's first project since Money Makin' Mitch, a 16-track mixtape, was released in 2016. And Anna Faris has tied the knot. In a new episode of her podcast, Unqualified, The 44-year-old actress revealed that she and cinematographer Michael Barrett had eloped after getting engaged in 2019.
I'm looking around as though it's just my fiance's right. He's now my husband.
Oh!
What? Yes, we eloped.
While Ferris didn't say much about the big day, she did say that it took place at a courthouse in Washington State and that it was great. And last but certainly not least, it's official. According to multiple reports, the kid from Akron is the first active NBA player to become a billionaire with his career earnings. So congratulations to LeBron James and the empire that he's built.
Wow.
Remember when he started, it was like his goal was to be a billionaire. And we were like, oh my gosh, he's starting so young.
Yeah.
And here it is.
Yeah. Now it'd be nice if he still had every dollar that he's been paid in his career. He really would be a billionaire.
Right.
But I'm willing to bet that, that's just his NBA earnings. He's made so much money off the court. I bet his net worth is over $1 billion.
I'm sure.
I bet it is.
We'll wait and see for the Forbes list, right?
Yeah.
He never forgets Akron, though.
He doesn't.
I will say that.
No,
he
does
takes care
not.
of those kids, and he has made a big difference.
Absolutely.
Kara, thank you.
Sure thing.
Okay, now for today's Worth the Watch. We know puppies are always curious, right? So are lions. Curiosity killed the cat. Check out these guys playing through some glass, pawing at each other. Very curious. I love how the lion gets low. That's when they're in attack mode.
Right.
And he's jumping, and he knows there's glass there. But I love when the puppy makes a move that the lion's not ready for, and the lion's like, okay, I'm out. And not sure what that move was, but I'm hightailing it. I think it's great. And lucky for the puppy, that glass was bulletproof. No chance the lion gets through.
We see the adult male lion in the back just watching all this go down like, you idiots.
But he's curious too.
Right.
And
but not so curious as to get close. We're going to let the kids handle this one.
Yeah. I am glad there's glass, because I don't think it would have ended well for the puppy.
Yeah, not the kitty you want to mess with.
No, definitely not. All right, just ahead at 5:30, the countdown is on. We're finally just hours away now from the start of the Olympics in Tokyo. We're going to tell you how things are unfolding at this hour in Japan.
Then the Browns have a new partner off the field. There's a new name, the team's training facility in Berea. We're going to tell you all about the details next. We'll be right back.
Yes. Yes. No problem. 1 second out.
And now, live from WKYC Studios, this is What's New.
Here are 3 things you need to know now at 5:30. FirstEnergy has reached a settlement deal on federal corruption charges. The company has agreed to pay more than $250 million for its role in a bribery scheme, one official calling it one of the largest criminal penalties in history. FirstEnergy was charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit honest services fraud after an investigation into allegations it paid bribes to then Speaker of the House, Larry Householder, and 4 of his associates to bankroll the House 6th bill, which of course turned into a big scandal. FirstEnergy was trying to secure a $1 billion nuclear bailout program and fend off future rate hikes.
Arrested and charged. That's the very latest now for one man accused of hitting and killing an Ashland County mother and her dog this week, then driving away. Police found 27-year-old Christopher McAndrew 24 hours after the incident that left 40-year-old Jennifer Lynn Borman and her dog dead, her daughter injured, and another child hurt. Someone called in a tip about a pickup truck with a broken headlight. The vehicle police were looking for. McAndrew is in the Ashland County Jail and is set to be in court soon. Meantime, a GoFundMe account has been set up for the family to help cover Bozeman's funeral costs. And the Browns are renaming their training facility in Berea. A partnership with Cross Country Mortgage is giving the lenders naming rights to that facility. The training and administrative complex is now being called Cross Country Mortgage Campus. The partnership also makes Cross Country an official partner of Browns Live Training Camp. That's a digital streaming show returning on August 19th with joint practices between the Browns and the New York Giants.
So much going on with the lead up to the NFL season.
Yeah, my spider senses are tingling, as they say. I can't wait. Whenever I hear a NFL story or a Browns-related story, my antenna go up.
Right.
And I'm like, wow. Because to me, once you get into late July, early August, it's here. Football season's here.
Let's get it going, right?
Can't start soon enough.
Well, with that, we welcome you back to What's New. Thanks for staying with us this 5:30 half hour. Jay is back from a few days off, a little cross-country drive. We're glad you made it back safe.
Beth was just asking me what I thought of the drive, and I was saying that our country is so magnificently beautiful, so diverse, from the mountains and canyons in Arizona to the painted desert in New Mexico, and then you get some plains where you just go on for hours and you don't see another person.
Yep.
And then you get to the Oklahoma City and it starts to look like the Midwest. Just gorgeous. Our terrain. We're so lucky to live in a country that offers everything that we have.
And it's always good to get back home, most certainly.
Yes, it is.
We're glad you made it back home.
Thank you.
We started today with our top talker in this half hour, and we're now less than 24 hours from the official start of the Tokyo Olympic Summer Games. Athletes are gearing up their excitement after a year-long delay. NBC's Kurt Gregory shows us some of their nervous anticipation as the games draw ever closer.
COVID-19 has changed the Tokyo Olympics. Mandatory masks, no fans at most stadiums and arenas. Positive cases continue. Olympic organizers are monitoring, communicating, and saying they will act according to the situation. For now, the games are on. At the Olympic Village, thousands of athletes are tested daily.
Got to wear a mask and all that stuff, and I mean, yeah, it's still unfortunate, but I mean, COVID's still a thing.
Meanwhile, athletes here continue to train, while others arrive.
Some results for this.
Some competition is already underway.
Ball, perfectly driven.
The U.S. women's soccer team stumbled badly, losing its opening game to rival Sweden. And softball makes its Olympic return. The powerhouse U.S. squad opens with a victory over Italy. For the first time, Team USA will have 2 flag bearers at opening ceremony. Basketball star Sue Bird and baseball infielder Eddie Alvarez. Kurt Gregory, NBC News, Tokyo.
Now they are, well, a lot of hours ahead of us, so keep in mind we're going to have a whole lot of coverage to present to you. Live coverage of the opening ceremony tomorrow morning starts at 7 a.m. You can watch it during the Today Show. That's, of course, right after our show, Go. And then replays of those opening ceremonies will take place at 7:30 in prime time.
And this is the time of year when you may have to turn off some notifications on your phone, and you may have to stay away from social media, because if you're anything like me, you have to enjoy those events as presented. And I don't mean live, because that's almost impossible with the time difference. I want to see them unfold as they unfolded, and I don't want to know the results.
Yeah, so watch your Twitter feeds and all that, because that's where stuff is going to be posted first. There will be different programming. I think a lot of people are kind of confused. What do you mean live in the morning and then in the evening? It's not just a replay every evening. They're holding stuff just to show you in the evenings and prime time.
Yeah,
so
that's where the notifications are key.
Yeah.
If you want to find out the events as you watch them, and I do, you got to stay away from social and turn off the notifications so you don't get the big headlines.
Well, speaking of the Olympics, we're going to let the cat out of the bag. We had our own Olympics.
We did.
It's,
is that what we call it?
It's not great, but I think you're really going to enjoy it. Our What's New team had a whole lot of fun doing our own Olympic events, and we're going to show it to you right here coming up.
The Channel 3 Olympics.
Yes.
It's something to see. Plus, happy birthday to us, all of us collectively, the city of Cleveland. We have a big guest on the show today. I checked. None of the other stations have him. This is an exclusive.
Oh, my goodness.
It's a Channel 3 exclusive, celebrating 225 years of our founding with our founding father, Moses Cleveland, live here on What's New and only What's New coming up.
Not sure how that's going to go down. Oh, wait. How? Oh, well, that explains a lot.
Moses has a little bounce. Moses has rhythm.
He's rocking on the river right now.
He can't hear us.
He can't hear us. Well, we'll be hearing from him.
Guys. No, we got Bone Thugs and Harmony. Cleveland is the city playing behind me, so sometimes I get a little whooped. Moses Cleveland here, and pretty soon I'm going to be giving a proclamation to you, Cleveland, Ohio, to tell you about Cleveland Day, and I look forward to that greatly. But right now, I want to know if this weather's going to hold up for my proclamation, Matt Wynn.
Wow, he knows all of our names, too. That's great.
He's good.
I think I see him there behind on that CSU shot. Beautiful skies, everybody. What a gorgeous night we've got going on. We do have some rain in the forecast over the next couple days, including your weekend. We'll take you through that. It's coming from this thing right here. We'll talk about it coming up next.
Yeah. One of the gates.
Good, I'm glad. Sorry about that, Al.
So the second set of balloons, I think it's for him.
John. I'm sorry, they're talking to me. He's got that.
Yep, got it.
John heard that.
Just to climb up, but once.
Can you give the captain a thumbs up when he can park like that?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, Dave, he's going to give you a thumbs up when you can go into dock.
A picture-perfect start today. Temperatures in the 50s, waking up, and we've got another cool night ahead as we look at the forecast. You can see we do have some clouds dotting the landscape. We're back into the 60s, even 50s as you get inland tonight. That humidity remaining low. Just a gorgeous night, all things considered, across northeast Ohio. Reason why we've got high pressure large and in charge right now, bringing in that less humid air. Humidity is off towards our west, though. We're going to start to interact with the system to our west as we get in the daytime tomorrow. It's kind of weakening. It's on the periphery of a ridge, which has all that heat, all the monsoon moisture out towards the west. So there is some moisture to work with. Thing you'll notice, clouds overspraying the area this evening. Should be a beautiful sunset with those high clouds moving in. And then we'll have some scattered rain around as we go throughout the day tomorrow. But I think most of us stay dry. So on the hour tomorrow, beautiful day to hit the golf course. Should be up in the upper 70s once again. May have a shower intermingled in there. Otherwise, we'll have a mix of clouds and sun. New drought monitors out today. Obviously, we're not dealing with it after all the rain over the last couple weeks. Even Michigan and areas of the upper Great Lakes looking great, where we still have the drought and where we're going to continue to have the droughts out towards the west. It's going to take a while to erase that. Good news is they're getting much needed rain, and that will be the case throughout the week. So your National Design Mart look ahead as we go day by day here. Here comes our next system tomorrow, again weakening as it moves in. Not a lot of energy with this. More potency with the weekend system. A cold front's going to drop across the lake. We'll likely see storms on radar towards our northwest Saturday. Should remain dry. I think increasing clouds. It's late evening on into the overnight. That boundary will linger on into our Sunday, and then next week we do it all over again midweek. But in terms of rainfall, rest of the week, yeah, the heaviest stuff's out towards the west. Look at that, much needed, although it could be a little bit too much out towards the west. Lighter amounts as you get locally here. So in terms of rainfall chances, not too impressive Friday, and that Saturday chances late in the day. Sunday is our best chance of rain as we go throughout the weekend. Union Home Mortgage 7-day, 86 on Saturday, pretty hot day. Sunday we cool it down a little bit, then we're back to the heat and the humidity by Monday, Tuesday. Lots of sunshine before those storm chances return. Jay and Betsy.
All right, Matt, thank you very much. Well, we've been telling you since the start of the show that today is a very special day, and you can hear Moses in the background. He's excited about this. He's been waiting 225 years for this, basically.
It's his time.
It's our birthday. We're 225 years old.
That's right. And there's many who live here, and there's many who visit here. But do we really know the city's roots and how the land came to be? Well, it's the moment that we have been waiting for.
Our very own Moses Cleveland is arriving live right now from the Cuyahoga River on the Tiki Barge, which I'm sure is how Moses originally arrived in Cleveland. And he's got a huge announcement from shooters. Moses, how's it going on this beautiful Thursday afternoon?
It's great. I just want to say again, you guys, how honored I am to be chosen here on Cleveland Day to give the proclamation officially. Even though no one actually chose for me to do this, I just elected to do it myself. It's an honor nonetheless. I also want to thank the Tiki Barge for helping get me here in the spirit of Cleveland on today, our Founders Day. And now I will give the speech that will remind everybody about how great it is to be a Clevelander here on the 225th anniversary of Cleveland itself. Here we are, everybody. Oh, good. Here's my regimen. Thank you. Here we go. There you go.
Wow.
Great.
You can
Thank
feel
you.
it.
Official.
Thank you.
A podium.
Yeah. Oh, look with our seal.
Jeez.
Thank you.
Well,
wow, this is very official.
I, General Moses Cleveland, having traversed from afar to land here at the mouth of the mighty Cuyahoga River, do hereby declare this location to be a favorable site for a city.
Wow.
Oh, there's music.
There it is.
And Moses is dancing.
Yes. A little different from Bone Thugs and Harmony, but we get it.
He's asking the crowd to applause.
Okay, enough. Turn it down. Turn it down.
Wow, he's a little testy today.
Guys, again, thank you. It was an honor to be portraying Moses Cleveland. But let me just say this, Betsy and Jay and everyone in America right now who's watching this. This day is not about Moses Cleveland. It's a celebration of the city itself. And Moses would have wanted that. I actually did a little historical research on the gentleman. He was humble, He left here right after he founded the place, never came back, but he did say that this was a wonderful place, and he would know that today is about Cleveland, not about Moses Cleveland. 225 years of keeping it together. Are we messy? Sure, we're a little bit messy. Have things gone wrong? Yes, they have. But we've kept it together for 225 years, and that's why I celebrate today, Cleveland Day. Happy Cleveland Day, everyone! Happy Cleveland Day!
Mike, don't you think we should celebrate Cleveland every year?
Yes.
No, are we going there? Jeez. Yes, we should celebrate Cleveland every year. I'm going back to my tiki barge. Goodbye, everyone.
What about next year? What about 226?
Yes.
We're going to do it.
Every year.
Play our town, my town again.
Every year.
Great, here we
love
go.
a good party. And no one throws a good party better than Mike Polk.
Well, that one's a little skeevy, but we'll take it. It's how we roll, right?
Did I mention this was an exclusive? I don't think I've driven that point home quite hard enough. This is a 3 News exclusive.
Yeah, I don't think anybody else wants one.
You won't find this kind of goodness on the other channels. Next on What's New, we're taking your comments. We're going to get serious now. We really do want to know what you love most about our beautiful city. Stephanie Haney is going to share your favorite comments.
And then it's Team Red versus Team Blue in our localized Olympic events this Throwdown Thursday. How our What's New fam did during part 1 of our games. It's not pretty.
Oh boy. Yes, hello. Mic check. What's clicking in Cleveland is all of the wonderful things about our city on Cleveland's birthday. Oh. Yep.
Welcome back to What's New. We have some breaking news to tell you at this hour, and this is big. All of Cleveland has been waiting for this news. The news is, according to Paul Hoynes, who is a longtime writer of the Cleveland Indians for the Cleveland Plain Dealer, he is reporting that the Cleveland Indians have settled on their new name. You may remember owner Paul Dolan announced in December of 2020 that this process was underway. It was a lengthy process. Unfortunately for now, that's all we know. A new name has been settled on. What it is and when the Indians will unveil it, to be determined. And on that note, we bring in Stephanie Haney. She's been tracking all things digital, and she joins us now with what's clicking in Cleveland. Hi, Steph.
Hi, Jay. Wow, what a tease.
Yeah.
We're going to be following that one. We'll be watching it closely for sure. But for now, you know, I hate to be the bearer of not great news, but someone has to tell you, and today I'm falling on that sword because the Rolling Stones have canceled their Cleveland tour date for their No Filter show. We found out because they put out the new show dates and they left Cleveland off. They just couldn't make it work with rescheduling. So if you had tickets, you get first crack at seats at the next closest shows in Pittsburgh and Detroit. Now, if that doesn't work for you, you can get a full refund. Big bummer for a lot of people, though, who had those June 2020 tickets. But now, let's switch gears and let's watch Simone Biles casually show off her vault that no female gymnast has ever done in Olympic training. This is the practice time. This is her Yurchenko double pike vault. A round off onto the springboard, a backhand spring onto the vault, and ending in a double backflip with legs extended, that's the pike part, to the landing. Now, to have this one named after her, like the other four, she still needs to land it in a major competition like the Olympics. Oh, and she's also the first female athlete with her own emoji in a Twitter hashtag. If anybody tweets hashtag Simone or hashtag Simone Biles, a goat wearing a leotard and a gold medal will show up because she is the greatest of all time. And here on Cleveland's 225th birthday, we asked our 3 News viewers, what's the most Cleveland thing that you love about Cleveland? How do you pick, right? Well, Joy loves all things downtown, especially at night, including Public Square and East 4th Street. Carol is into our museums like the Rock Hall and the Severance Hall, and of course, the sports teams. And Sam appreciates all of the history along Euclid Avenue. He says it's an amazing street that changed the world. Now, I know we all love Cleveland here. Jay, you've talked about this. I've lived a lot of places. It's not one thing for me. It is the lake life. It is the downtown living. It is the green space. You just don't get that everywhere. And just such great things to hear about Cleveland to celebrate.
The people.
The people.
That's what makes Cleveland what it is.
The people.
Yeah. It's a great city.
Show off some of your skills now, you know that.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go, actually.
Are you leaving the room?
Here we go.
We've been waiting for this for a long time. It is Throwdown Thursday, and you know, here on What's New, we have some pretty competitive and determined coworkers, and that's putting it lightly.
More some than others. And with the Summer Olympics here, we decided to put the team's athletic skills to the test outside the station in a head-on competition. Let's see how we all did. Red versus blue. It's not pretty.
The first competition in the What's New Olympic Games is track and field. Playing for the blue team, here's host Jay Crawford, digital reporter Kiara Cotton, and senior producer Monique Zappa. And playing for the red team, chief meteorologist and host Betsy Kling, digital anchor Stephanie Haney, and meteorologist Matt Wintz.
No!
Bring it on home, Kira!
Uh-oh. Team Blue! Our second game here in this Olympics is the beanbag toss. Blue team, you're first.
That's a point.
No, it's not.
Just calling it like we see it.
What happens if you knock over all the buckets? It still didn't go in.
How big, Blue?
That's in!
Man, don't do it!
What if you hit the GoPro? I nailed the GoPro!
Yes! Count it! Count it! Got it! Now you got the scooter race. What do you got to do here to win here, guys?
We like coming from behind. So we intentionally fell behind after the bean throw. And our wheels are silicone greased. We've worked hard on this cart. We've been in training for 6 months for this. We're ready.
I have no idea what's going on.
On your marks. Get set.
Go, 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 go!
Here we go. Come on. That's your back.
On your marks. Get set. Blue team! You had to come right back after that interference there. Talk to me about that sprint.
Had to make it happen, man. They tried to take us out. You know, we can't. I don't know.
Kiera Griffith Pointer for the win.
I didn't mean to get in her way. I didn't know the sprint was happening.
Yeah, when Betsy said, I have no idea what's going on, she wasn't kidding.
I was going down to celebrate a win.
She thought it was all over, and, you know, Matt and Kiera had to race back to the finish line, and Kiera was interfered with.
I flipped over and rolled. I broke the GoPro, and I destroyed the end of the thing. I am the worst person in the Olympics ever.
Well, right now, blue team is up 1-0. There are 3 competitions. So for the next 2 Thursdays throughout the Olympics, we'll see which team has the better athletic
The real
skills.
Olympics start tomorrow here on NBC.
Where you'll see real athletes.
That's right. All right, it is our Thursday Show Us Something Good, and today we have a very special one to show you for survivors of breast cancer. We'll be right back.
Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Laura Queso's mic tonight on.
I do. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, hello, hello. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, you just have yours. She's gonna.
Check 1, 2, 3. Brandon's microphone. We're talking about FirstEnergy having to pay.
Yes, sir. You're right there. You're at the top.
Okay. You hear now? No, I don't have my earring. Hi, Al. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.